Deeply awake Catholic, in deep reverence, we come to you today. Reverence for the I am, who today and last night chose to wear a tie-dye Aerosmith t-shirt. What are you wearing today as you look upon this face? Well, those are the garments of an angel in disguise, dear one. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. So yes, we tell you of an event which occurred, which was not reported. But actually it turns out to be kind of important to the energetics, and we are going, there's more of a dissolving that is occurring with the entity, and it's good. It's very good. Yes. So we go deeper now and we explain a few things. Yes, we visited her. It was of course when she was singing La La La. These are heightened energetic moments, of course. Of course. And it was then that she really understood, physically understood, that the angel wings, well, that's just energy patterns. That can be visible, of course, but they're energy patterns. And they were coming out of her back. Yes. Yes, they were beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wings. Funny thing is, everyone has them. Much like trees in a forest. Each tree an individual trunk, experiencing weather patterns, creatures, the intentions of others, individually, solely, of course, an individual expression. Root branches and leaves touch other trees. They rustle in the wind as one experience. Look you at the truth of aspens. It is one organism shaking as one in the September wind. So, sure, you, dear one, you are an energetic masterpiece, an adventure in awareness and love. And the disasters you may feel you are part of, the things you have judged, not discerned, but judged as bad, and judged yourself bad because it touches you. Well, dear angel, around here there is something called duality. There are things called object lessons. There is a system known as karma. Many play, function, learn within the net of karma. Many now perceive what karma feels like, smells like, tastes like, how it moves, how it speaks, how it consumes, how it destroys, how it allows for growth. It is an engine, dear ones, of lesson. It is a school. There has been discussion of soul ages. Much discussion that Earth is indeed a school. At one time we would say that is true. We joke. We have called Lemuria flight school. We give you a gift. It's quite a large one. Perhaps unbelievable. Hinted at, but never languaged. Shall we, for you, consider us an old grandmother who has seen much. Much. You may call us MacArthur. The project. Well, Lemuria was part of the project of curse. The idea being, it was the place for Pleiadian seeding of consciousness, originating the grids and then enlivening them. So of course, its thinking was part of the plan. There had to be physical movement, you see. First a cluster of light, and then a dispersal of light within a grid, a geometric pattern, a mandala, stitched with human DNA. All over the world, Lemurians dispersed, each Lemurian carrying codes, because you understand, the Lemurians we're talking about. Well, dear ones, how does seeding occur? The soul enters far more Pleiadian than human and mates with their loved one, the Pleiadian, the visitor. Do you understand? Brother and sister, husband and wife, mother and daughter, father and son, family, 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 mated and soulically, family, mated and assumed human form. How else could Pleiadian DNA stick? So, these souls, well, we just talked about a forest, didn't we? There had to be physically people came in to do the project, you know. There had to be the work done. The ones who experienced it. The ones key in creating the pattern from the plan are activated now. Flight school, Lemuria, dear ones, the idea behind Lemuria was so that galactic, and we say Pleiadian, but the galactic information could be embodied. So there could be people, physically people, who could spin their Merkabahs and who could alter physics with their beautiful mind and heart working together. Who knew of mysteries you still know not of, but which are hinted at in crop circles, in old monuments, in dreams, dear ones. So, we tell you an old story. It may seem new to you. This has nothing to do with the idea of chosen ones or whatever. But can you not see the metaphor? Yes, there is much that is hidden, much that still must be revealed. We are giving you, well, you know, it's sort of like the Dick and Jane kind of stuff. But it's important to discuss because there's an awakening going on, you know. Some are awake to information which they've always known, but suddenly they can use. Yes, it's fun, isn't it? So, choice, intention, desire, natural tendencies, hasn't it been said? The ascension, its effects, the old ones first. Why? It's not your first rodeo. You're Pleiadian. You've been through this before. Many have been through it more than once. Understand it? Yet, you are all from the great central source, each and every one of you. Some understand the truth of this. Some breathe this truth as it pumps their heart and emboldens their speech, enlivens their consciousness. It's a gift this time on earth. You are giving yourselves because you understand. 1331. Oh, we love it when we look up. We don't look up often. 1331. 44. Funny. And you understand today. Oh my, celestially, quite a day. But look at the numbers, dear one. Look at them. 10. Oh, the binary twins, the engine of consciousness itself. Yes and no. Ha! Ha! Walking next to a 2 and a 9. Duality, taking a stroll with divinity. Reduce it to what it comes up to. Oh, well, that would be an 11. Put them together. It's a 12. What a day. Now, we say, yes, there are certain days which have great power. They are not keyed, because human beings, we say, are keyed. But they're heavily coded. And we gave this one a taste of that just one time. Blew her mind. It showed her everything is coded. And then, of course, some of you saw it. There is one video has not been released. It may actually have been destroyed, but there's a reference to it. And yes, during the peak activation time, it was simply an amplification of what we gave her earlier visually. But her head was on the computer and she was wailing again and again, moaning. Everything is coded for awakening. Everything is coded for awakening. I can't get away from it. It's so thick. Yes, dear one. The synchronicity, it's as thick as you wish it to be. So, hey, let's talk about this congestion, Wanta. Yes, it's been bugging her. Yes, it's a self-referential video in that it's important for those who are looking in to see how we work with the entity, you see. So, here's how it goes. She's saying, no, I don't want to smoke no more. So, she make a declaration, you see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna become more and more congested to the point where it's just no good. I don't want to smoke no more. Well, guess what's happening? We were gonna say something naughty. Guess what's happening? So, will you please drop the dire diagnosis at the door? You have manifested what you wanted to manifest. Guess what happens when you stop smoking? The congestion is going to go away. See how that works? It was a suggestion. So, we close by talking about this because it's important to talk about how you talk to yourself. The essay which precedes this is profound because it is a stripping away of artifice and confession, an examination on the topic of self-worth. So, we ask you, if you listen to that essay, if you listen to our channeling from before, you understand. We channeled to her quite urgently on that day, April 29, 2014, precisely 2.5 years ago today. And it's only now beginning to hit home and be practiced. Gradual, yes. Is it important to give yourself credit and time when assimilating information which is perhaps not in standard texts, perhaps not valued or understood by your companions? Yes, it takes time. It's gradual. In 2012, we came to her as a light. Afterward, and after the NDEs, she write, it appears there's an undercover angel phenomenon going on here. Well, we would say it's good to remember the channeling we gave a long time ago about the sandstorms. And we mentioned this, and then we close. We need to look. There is an anomaly on this tip. You've been through a sandstorm. She was given a vision, wrote about it. You can look it up. Sandstorm. In this dream, in this vision, she was wearing mechanic clothes. Her body looked different, but it was her personality. She was gratefully a mechanic of some sort. She was working on something, and she was in a structure, underneath a structure. So she was safe, but the sandstorm came up. It was brown, it made everything brown. Tan orange. The sand whipping around, the air thick with something it shouldn't be thick with. The skin tangy. Shelter is sought and found, and there's industry as the sandstorm goes on. It ends, and things have been removed, and this one understands it's because angels came. They took things away. It's different now. It's the same place, but it's different. And in the distance, chairs, 100 feet tall, kitchen table, looming, no sense of proportion, weird perspectives, but perfect in every way. It feels so good. Yes. And the information, the download, well, we tell you a little bit of it now, and then we leave you. We say, the sand, yes, this storm removed things. Things are not as they used to be, no more. And perspective went. This is something that will snap back into more normalcy. But we talked much in the intervening years about issues with proportion. That proportion was the deal. Not so much perspective, but understanding that certain things which grab attention have a proportion which is perhaps not commensurate with when just the overall plan of food, so to speak. So after the sandstorm, we had been working with her on the concept of a house. We explained after the sandstorm, your house is transparent. People can't look in, but you can look out for miles in any direction. You see what's going on, even though you are in a structure and safe. This is new. The walls are transparent. You can see what's coming. You have vision. The other thing that is very important to understand within your dwelling is all of the packing and unpacking, all of the going through your belongings and tossing some and keeping some and la la la. We've talked about that for ages. Well, guess what? In this home, everything you have touched, everything you love, everything that resonates with you at any age, in any lifetime, is available in your home. This is a change that the sandstorm bring. Okay, so this means, and then she was going down a hallway, and she's hearing this, and she look, and there's a table, and she look, and there's a little statue she love, And then she decided she didn't love it so much, and it's gone. See? It's like that. And it was, of course, physical in this vision. I mean, it was there, and then it was not. Do you understand what this means in your home? To have that kind of power manifestation, one must have great self-knowledge, restraint, balanced judgment, clear discernment, and great spiritual responsibility. 2. The law. The ancient truths. Which emit from the source of all benevolence, from the physics which does not argue with itself. Each of you, whether you can sprout wings or not, each of you are emissaries of the all. Each of you are fundamentally important to this earth, this day, this moment. Without your presence, it would be a different experience for this one. Are you aware of that? It's true. Each human on earth. So, as one consciousness, we beam our love to you. This love beams on a consciousness which then disperses into uncountable facets of beauty, individuality, expression, joy, harmony, cooperation, beauty, 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 exhilaration, celebration, creativity. Each are part of the all. The all is in each. We are gratified to be with you today. It is an important day. We love coming to you and saying, hey, guess what? You know, the solstice is coming. The equinox is over. And today, such gifts. Whether you have big experiences or not, this is what we wanted to say. Some of these, they're big days. That solstice back in 12. Oh, there were a lot of New Agers who were pretty upset on the 22nd, I'll tell you. Hey, the world didn't explode, and the pains in my ass are still here. What the hell? Yes. Sometimes it hits later. The one before you had a vision on Christmas Eve. It took 3 days. But it was worth the wait. Yes, it was worth the wait. When everything turned golden, and she had the only law in effect is that of benevolence. and you only scrap with others because they need you to, and you love them enough to do it. Everyone loves everyone so much here. Profound, deep, true, active, creative love for one another. Simply forgotten. Fear gets in the way. Self-worth issues get in the way. Other people's pain you've taken as your own gets in the way. You love each other so very much. We know this. We know this. And we only wish to live it moment to moment. Selah.